And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Uber production series. And yeah, we've expanded the base. I think I covered that. Not sure if I did or not, but I did expand the base around. I went one more segment out in most directions, except I think I went 2 sections out to the east here. Just because there's some, there's some good veins of deposits of stuff, and I wanted to get the lakes in, something to use all of my landfill that I've been building up. And looking forward, I was looking at, the production science pack, the rail and the electric furnaces together use quite a lot of steel. And so I was taking a peek at my steel production. And I was like, this is a good steel production. It is good. But I don't know if it's enough. So what I did is I built another steel production. This one is 4 times what the other one is. This baby is that block that you saw down south, and then just wrapped 4 times. And I use this upper spot here to build that up, because we have like 4 large deposits of iron right here. I do have iron unloaders ready to go and built right in, and I built the basics of it here, and I want to get up there and get it going, finish it off. Where's my thing down here? I do believe it is Uber Steel. Okay, so right now I don't have any iron in there, because one of the things I did is, here's my old iron setup. Okay, here's my old mining system, and it works pretty well. It splits sort of down the middle and compresses 2 different lines coming off. But in large systems like this, it may not be enough of raw iron production, because this is going to consume a huge amount of iron. So I tried my hand at redesigning the system. And so what I did, instead of having the miners load directly onto the belt, is I have them loading into compressors. Okay, the stackers, and then I have inserters just moving the stack, because it's a high ratio. So the stack inserters will move basically the stacked iron, and then two miners per stacker. So I haven't turned it on yet. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I do want to see. All right. So let's see how fast. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. We quickly filled that belt. That's kind of amazing. Okay. So now, I also have this thing connected, and it's connected to the green line. And this, because this is gonna pull a vast amount of power. Just all of the things. The minimum consumption of each one of these, even when it's off, is 10 kilowatts. And we have hundreds of these here. This setup here, I do believe I blueprinted it just to make my life easier. Yeah. So each segment of this is almost 10,000 of the productivity modules. And it's almost 2,000 miners. So that 10 kilowatts, times that by 2,000, that's your, basically, what is that? 20,000 kilowatts. So that's 20 megawatts times 4. That's 80 megawatts just idle. And that doesn't even count in all of the beacons. And there's a lot of beacons in this. 400 beacons. And those have just a constant draw of nearly 500 kilowatts half a megawatt. So that's many hundreds of megawatts. So where do we want all this to be output? Well, I have here something. Let's see. I was thinking the offloader, because I wanted to grab this copper here, and you know, as soon as these are depleted, I can expand this even more. So I don't want to build my access point right here, because this could be more steel if I need it down the road. So I need to come way over here to try to grab some steel. All right. Yeah, this is a large area. So I'm thinking right in here, we have, where's a good blueprint that I can grab? Just basically copy and paste some of this stuff. I want to kind of fit it right in here somewhere, where I can have a bunch of loaders for stone, for iron, for the copper. Something in here I think is gonna be ideal. So let me grab a list of what is this? What is this? No. Get rid of you. I need to grab another one. Right in here I think is a good one. So let me grab a copy of this. Get rid of that. And that. Where are my bots at? Are they done already? It looks like they're done already. Okay. Control C. Grab everything including the power poles, and that'll give me my offset. That's actually the on. I need an off. A good off. There's one. I think that'll work. Right in here. No, that's an on as well. Here's an off. Yay! I found one. Okay, so right somewhere right in here, I think, is a good spot for this. How about right? Yeah, right in here. I'll figure out the nitty-gritty details here in a second. But we need to get rid of some trees and some rocks. And all of the trees. None of these need to be here. All of these can go. Goodbye, trees. Okay, so let's get that up to a standard. Clear that, and that. Okay. Now, what kind of loading system do we want? If we go off to the side here, like that, it's gonna run into that RoboPort. I really don't want to adjust my RoboPorts. So if we have maybe an extendermatic here, you're fine. So just go up above that. Something like that. Okay. Now we can put in, okay, the chain signal is already in. That's good. There is a couple extra signals I can add to separate this bottom one from this top one. So this chain signal doesn't really... There's no way to add, for some reason, there's no way to add one in here. The game just does not allow you to, because it needs to be somewhere in the middle, and that's where this track is. So what I could do is separate them like that. It would still block this unless I did that. But that's an overabundance of signals. It's just better to have a whole lot of loading segments, you know, sort of queue segments. So let's have an overabundance of those. More trees to get rid of. So that gives us plenty of space in here for a system of loading. Let's go out a little bit, and then our first line there. Now, is our loading system train unloader mirror? We have a train loader here. So that does indeed load. So let's put this here. I'm going to take away that, add maybe a couple extra segments there, and we are going to let's do Control X, this, flip, and we're going to load. Yeah, I think having a standard load area here. This one, this will be my loading from the right side here, and then the other one was loading from the left side. So we're going to need a few of these for steel, because I want to be able to load lots of steel all at once. So we're going to copy this a few times. At least 4 of these for steel. Okay, so there's 4 for steel. Now let's get 1 for copper. That's definitely going to come from this side. Iron, I'm thinking iron, all iron is just going to be filtered and pushed over here. And I can do that with belts. Even though it's quite a distance away, this is gonna vacuum up iron like crazy. Now it's steel and coal, which could be brought in from the other side. Or not steel, stone and coal can be brought in from the other side. So we're going to go down here to our train loader again. This is the other side. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, what? There we go. That I wanted to see. So, coal and stone. Okay, now we need a spot for all of these to get put back onto the system. Let's go a little bit further out. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of that. Right in there. Aha! Can I go one more out? Nope. I was perfect the first time. Shouldn't have doubted myself. Okay, you and you and you. Get you out, put you there. And we're gonna want a chain signal and maybe separate this from all of this. Okay, so that chain signal is there, so let's put another one here, and then here, and then here. All of these are already signaled, which is nice. Okay, so this is going to be, instead of train loader, let's say this is going to be steel, and your color is going to be near white. You know, a light gray. 4 of those. And then I wanted 1 for copper. And then let's set a train limit on here of 2. Okay. And then copper, well, I should have a few copper loader stations around here somewhere that I could copy, like this one. Bingo. Oh, that was this one that I wanted. Okay, this one, one of these is going to be stone, and I do believe I have a stone loader somewhere in the world. Looking for a stone. There's stone deposit, but that is loading right into brick. I don't remember where my stone was. Ooh, look at this deposit. Wow, that is... I like leaving the miners there just to give me an idea of just how much smaller that is, because that's crazy. Okay. Sidetracked. I don't remember where my stone... Oh, there's my stone right there. Where are you being loaded to? You're going there. You're coming down. There it is. So this is going to be stone. And then coal. I definitely have coal somewhere. I know I'm picking it up in various places, but this one's pretty straightforward. Coal is, you know, pretty black, so I don't need to worry about that. And then this one is going to be coal, compressed coal. We're going to enable like a 3 train limit on that. We're going to enable a 2 train limit on that. Okay. Connect that back up, and we are good to go. So, steel. We need steel to load in somewhere over here. Remember, we need to hook this up to a green line. So, let's get you 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get you right in here. Like right there. It's a good spot. So, I can do this close enough. This is our output right here. So let's go out. There. And then here, same thing. There. Pretty good distance, but still not even close. I know it's really dark. There we go. And let's bridge that here. There. Okay. We're getting into the neighborhood here. So I like having at least a little gap there, and that'll tell me if I'm close. Okay, where did my line go? There it is. Right there. All right, I'm in the neighborhood. So let's use my night vision here. All right, I'm going to take this one down here. This one is going to be down here. Yeah, having a little gap in here will allow me to kind of visually see just how backed up the system is. All right, let's go right in there. Go right in there. Get some loaders. And you. All right, now that I have that location, get rid of some of these rocks for crying out loud. What I can do is I can grab up here and take my green wire hook it up to that, and now the green signal will be how much steel is in here. All right, so now that I have that gated, I can hook that power switch up, just like we did with our other settings or other setups. Hook that power switch up and be able to gate how much power we're pulling, because this system is going to draw a phenomenal amount of power. And it's going to cause quite a bit of lag. I can tell when my green circuit setup connects because the amount of lag hits is pretty substantial. Okay, so this is already set up to green. So, I want a nice copper wire. So you go to there, you go to there. So now, on the green signal, I want to see when steel plate is less than, let's say, 7100. And now we're connected. And you can see there's a bump. Or there should have been a bump. All this is now powered up. It's all idle right now, but beacons. Yeah, we definitely got a bump in beacons. Let's finally hook up ye old iron. You can see we're sort of trickling in. That's why I have that third one in here. That one comes way down here and starts splitting itself off. So that just allows a little bit more distribution here. This will back stuff up to here and then push all of its output. There we go. Now we're full. And now we can look at our production of... Nope, not copper, steel. So we're at about 150,000? 150,000 a minute? 155,000, 157, somewhere in there? I mean, this is going to fill up rather quickly. Why is this not filling up rather quickly? Oh, it's still making its way over here. That's just how long it took for it to come over here. It's quite the ride. So if we look at our production now, we're at 160, roughly 160,000. This 1 minute also takes into account, you know, these lower numbers, so it averages out. So the more constant you are, the better. And now we're dropping because we are. Did we fill that thing up already? Why are we dropping? Or did this system turn on and off? I wonder if that system clicked on, because that's still a valid system. And I did put this short circuit in here on each one of these just to make sure our iron stays packed in there. And all of these are running fine. Excellent. Okay, we have ourselves an abundance of steel now. Yeah, when we get to that, when we get to the purple science, it's going to be, the amount of steel that we're going to need is going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, we're backed up, which means this should have turned off. Yep. And so we should be able to see that pretty evenly on this. If we look at a minute, you can see, yeah, electric furnaces, 15 gigawatts, boom, down to minuscule numbers. Like, crazy amount of power. An absolute crazy amount of power. Just in time for the accumulators to kick on. How about that? All right, so the output from all of these, and if we look at our backup, this is why I wanted these backup systems. So I can see how far, so we're not backed up to here. Because the rest of the system, once it clicks off, the rest of the system sort of backstuffs. All right, so all of these are going to be steel. We want to load these up as fast as possible. You and you. And of course, I didn't anticipate that. But we need to go down and down, down and down. All right, so you can go right over. You are going to need to jog out a little bit. You. Okay. And then you. Oh, Lord. Yep. Switch that around. Okay. Most of these I can just do that. Okay. There we go. Maximum loading of these things, of steel. So because the steel is activated, right? Because this steel down here, wherever it might be, has the same name. So maybe I want to enable a train limit on this of 4. So only 4 trains will attempt to go down there. And then this one up here, I want no limit. So just because, you know, this is 4 times smaller than this one up here. And eventually, this will be able to expand by quite a bit. And I'd even be able to double, given the distance here, I'd even be able to double it again. So take this and then just add a whole bunch more, but I need a whole bunch of these first. And it seems like my new mining setup worked pretty well. Oh, I must have had a bunch of stuff on me. Yep. So if I walk out of logistics range now, bots are going to be upset with me. Hey, why did my bots turn off? Leave those on. I like seeing the bots cruise around. All right, I think that's good. Yeah, I think the iron worked rather well. I'll keep an eye on it as we get further along. But the other thing I wanted to mention, somebody in the comments in one of my last videos, military science, mentioned that the ammo has a problem. And I came up here and looked, and sure enough, he was right. This middle one here is not getting the steel line. There's no steel getting to the middle. So that's a problem. So what we're going to do is we are going to whitelist. We're going to whitelist belts undergrounds, and are those stack inserters? Yes, ultimate stack inserters. So ultimate stack inserters. All right. So that's a white list of those. So what I can do is I can grab this and say, you know, this was all good. Now is that a normal insert? See, that's a normal inserter. That's nice. So I should be able to basically squeak right by here and not upset any of the other things. Blink. And same down here. I just want to grab this middle line here. Blink. And then, yeah, the bots have got to, you know, pick up all that steel and stuff, but I have steel automatically being offloaded here and pushed into my main system, so that's not a problem. All right, so steel. I want to offset these. Oop, going the right direction. How about? No, you're going to go in and in, like so. So my new pattern is going to have to be something like this. And then you grab from there, you grab from there, you and you. And you always copy paste the kitty corners. Boink. Okay. So now we can add one of these guys. And we could add one to either side if we really wanted to. Pick up and drop off distance. Okay. So that should be able to grab steel using the middle, and steel is now there, so we can copy. Copy this. We should be able to just paste that all along. Maybe that's why I had to shut off this side of things. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Can we flip? Yeah. Best feature ever. And I've been told there is a mod that exists that allows you to flip any blueprint, whether it's, you know, whether it's got rail, signals, all that kind of stuff. All right, so you and you. Oh, let's go the right way here. Good Lord. You are good, so we can connect you and you up. Why are you... You're not getting copper. What? Nobody mentioned copper, so how about we do this? Drop off here, pick up there. Really simple. Wow, I really missed the bar on the copper. All right. Alright, that should fix it all. Yeah, weird that I missed copper as well. I missed copper and steel on those. Bizarre. Whew, that was a lot. Okay, so this setup now is good to go. Okay, well, that is going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.